Hey everybody, it's Cool Kid here, and are you guys ready for One Piece Chapter 1000 review? Okay, guys. I just look, guys. You know as well as I do that everyone who reads One Piece was really excited for Chapter 1000 anticipation, and I am as well. And Chapter 1000. It is a special chapter, a chapter not very few manga reach. In hell, we're probably not even going to be back here in like another, this took us like 20 or 30 years. Not in the next 20 or 30 years we're going to see this again. So, a moment like chapter 1000 is probably going to be the last big milestone in One Piece, other than maybe 120. I could see One Piece reaching 120, 150. I highly doubt it. But yeah, this is probably one of the few last big milestones that One Piece is going to have. So I thought, well, why not spice this review a little bit up? Like I decided to wear the long sleeves, and I don't have another One Piece shirt, but I do have this Zelda shirt with the moon, and moon, rooftop, too long, whatever. No one really cares, dude. I need to actually get some more One Piece shirts. Hopefully, when Wano whenever Wano or Act 3 ends, I'll hopefully have a different One Piece shirt to wear. Let's see. I guess I could talk about all this other decorational stuff. Like, honestly, if I was smart about this, I probably would put, some new posters up or change the wall scroll. But this is only really my One Piece. This is my only One Piece wall scroll that I have. So that's what I have to deal with, and I don't have any extra frames to put any, some of my prints or posters, so what you can do. But at least for these stuff, we got, obviously, Flareon / Ava still here. We got, right here, this little, Woodstock figure. Yeah, I guess a little Woodstock thing right here. Love my, peanuts. Then, back here, we got, we got this Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 figure, my favorite Super Saiyan transformation, and we got this little box thing, which includes, this is for the 20th Pirate Collection anniversary, includes a t-shirt in the first 4 DVD box set. So, I thought, yeah, that would be something cool to put in the background. One of my few One Piece related things I have. I need to own more One Piece merch. Whoa. Oh, okay, that fits there. And you know what? No, I won't mention what the last thing I have on here is. Which if you can tell me what that last thing is, you'll get a prize. I first gotta figure out what that prize is. But there's that, and well, okay. To also not keep delaying this video, here's the thing, guys. When Chapter 1000 first came out, I did the live reaction, which, probably is in the iCard. But, after I read it, I didn't just want to, immediately review it right after. I had to really think about it and, really think about what happens in there. And, look, I'll just admit, way crazier and wild stuff has happened, I would say, in the last couple of chapters of One Piece. And, not to spy Chapter 1000, but it is, those chapters were way crazier, way bigger reveals. But in the end, I really do think Chapter 1000 is a great chapter, and what it does to set out, it does it, as great as possible. And, you know, even if there's no really, I mean, yeah, nothing really big and crazy, except for maybe one or two things. I wouldn't say they are that big or crazy, but, you know, maybe a little unexpected or expected, I guess. But, yeah, you know what? I've held off long enough for this chapter review, and let's say, oh, wait. Yeah, just gotta say, for people who watch my Attack on Titan reviews, yes, I do know the latest Attack on Titan chapter came out. I'll probably read the chapter, you know, after I finish this review and, you know, think about it a little bit, then, you know, start work on the chapter review soon after. So that's probably going to be my next video after this. But now, finally, we get into the One Piece chapter review. So, cool kid from the future, and, well, just to make this fast, when I originally recorded this section of the video, afterwards I kind of didn't like it, so I just decided to re-record this section, and plus, I believe I got everything in the same place, so when, you know, we transition to going back with the, you know, recording from before, you know, it won't be too jarring or you can't tell, which some of you are probably going to still tell. So, yeah, but let's get back to, you know, where we were before. So, with this chapter review, I'll be looking, you know, through everything. So, the Weekly Shonen Jump cover, the cover page spread, and, you know, the actual chapter itself. We need to look at every aspect for chapter 1000. It's a very, very important chapter for One Piece, if you haven't told. So, yeah, to start off, we'll be looking at the Weekly Shonen Jump cover we got here, which actually kind of shares the same theme we had with the last chapter review I did, where we looked at that week of Weekly Shonen Jump cover, which it does share the same theme, where, you know, you got a bunch of characters from One Piece with other characters of the main series of different mangas, and they draw these One Piece characters and their art style, which is really cool. And also, if you put the two magazines up together, it, you know, it creates an image of Luffy in the middle. So, you know, it's perfect. But yeah, but looking at what's ever on this week, who we got with matchups? Wow, there's a lot of Weekly Shonen Jump series that I've not read before. You know, one of these days I just gotta sit down and okay, I gotta read some chapters of all the series that's currently running and Shonen Jump. It, you know, give them a chance at least. I gotta do that one of these days. But let's see, characters I know. I noticed Asta with Shirahoshi, which is lovely. Let me see. Is there anyone else? There's a lot of other cool ones in here, but I really don't recognize the series, so that kind of sucks for me. I just probably need to start reading more manga. Oh yeah, I do recognize one. I don't read the manga or haven't watched the anime yet, but we got the main character for Jujutsu Kaisen, and he is with Arlong, which, God, looks pretty sick. And also, I know I gotta read Jujutsu Kaisen, and, you know, I could probably spend way much longer time on this, but it's really cool, and I love how, you know, all the different artists are giving their chance. So, okay, let's draw the many different One Piece characters and give it a chance. And I do like you know, most of them just don't go for Ultra Luffy or Sanji or, you know, one of the main characters. They go for characters who, you know, haven't been seen for a while or don't appear in the story, you know, that often. Shirahoshi. Sure, she appeared in Fishman Island, Reverie, and, you know, the post arcs, but she doesn't appear, you know, almost all the time. And Arlong, dude, we haven't seen him since Arlong Park, okay? So, you know, that's to be fair, but, yeah, now let's look at the amazing, amazing color cover page spread we got for the chapter. For chapter 1000. Well, technically, if you remember my last chapter review, I did say for the cover page for chapter 999, it had part of the color page for chapter 1000, and what I didn't realize at the time, it's actually split in half, so if you put them two together, it makes one full color page spread, which looks freaking awesome. And, I guess I'll get a lot more into it since with what I talked about, this color page spread in chapter, I think, 999 was the fact that, it was, from the looks of it, reminiscence of the color page spread from chapter 100. But so I'll get a lot more into it there. So as I said, it's reminiscent of chapter 100, and my god, this looks amazing, and all the gold here, guys. We got all the gold. We got Brooks' afro, which might be made out of gold, or or maybe just use gold dye. But yeah, who really cares? Jinbei's got golden sword. We got Sanji, who's looking up for some cooking. I'll talk about that later. We got Frankie just holding the stacks of gold. And, one of these things I really do like about, this color page spread, how it's, reminiscence of chapter 100. This kind of reminded me how, I forgot what volume it was, but, the volume that started with the, after the time skip, it was reminiscent of, reminiscent of the volume cover for the first one. And, the cool thing was, Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, because, those were all the characters introduced at that point. They were in the exact same place as before, but they add all the, brand new and different characters in there. And this kind of works the same way where, let's see, Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp. They're all, in the exact same place, and, they're in their same poses, but they're actually, all the other, new characters we got are in different places, and, that's really, really cool, and all the gold, and, I guess, wait, a chopper was only gonna be for a second. I thought, what, never mind. But to get back to it, I guess I'll mention this since a lot of people are kind of making this somewhat of a big deal. We got Sanji holding himself a fish here, and here's the thing. I think people, since we recently got that reveal of Kaido being a mythical fish zone, people are being like, oh, it looks like here Sanji's going to be the one to take down Kaido. And look, guys, I don't know if I've ever said this, but my personal opinion on the cover pages is it's Oda just having fun drawing and, doing the strides, doing cool stuff. And, I don't think, it particularly hints at anything. I'm sure Oda hints at stuff in the chapter, but nothing on the cover page. I equate it to the same way that, if you ever read Dragon Ball, sometimes the cover pages or even the volume covers, Goku kind of, Goku rides a motorcycle or gives Goku, certain clothes that he would obviously kind of never wear, but it's just, for the fun of it. And plus, I guess one last thing I want to say about the cover page for this chapter is we got Jinbei. I am honestly just, that's probably the biggest thing that I'm excited about, because honestly, I love Jinbei, and I love how he's, in the crew, because for a long time we're like, oh, where's Jinbei? Why can't he just be in, these cover pages? But, now he's in the cover pages, and it's really cool. And for him to be in chapter, the 1000 cover page, God, I'm just loving it. I am just loving it. But, yeah, I think I talked about that long enough. So the chapter starts off with Luffy on the 5th floor heading towards the roof. And wait a minute. I forgot one cool more thing I'd like to mention. The chapter name of the title is Straw Hat Luffy. And I know some people are going to be like, Straw Hat Luffy, I guess that's a good title for chapter 1000. But no, it's a lot more interesting. Just like the Shonen Jump cover and the color page spread where it's linked with chapter 999. This one is the same. So I forgot what was chapter 999's chapter title, but I think it was something like, I've been brewing a sake for you. And so you're supposed to link them together where it's, I've been brewing a sake for you, Straw Hat Luffy. So I really do think that's cool. That's really cool. But back onto it. Luffy's on the 5th floor, heading towards the roof. And when he gets to the stairs, we see that the three minks, not the three minks, the three musketeers, and I guess some other minks in the background, defending the stairs against the roof. And to be honest, they probably did take out, I guess, most of the opposition on the 5th floor. Probably. We got Sicilian saying, like, this is the only thing we can do to help. But head on the stairs where the roof is just before you. And Luffy, who obviously forgets names. But yeah, he's like, oh yeah, thanks, Lion Viper. And Sicilian's like, it's Sicilian. And we got Luffy like, don't worry, I haven't forgotten how you guys risked your lives to protect Rhizo's. Don't worry, I'll be back. And as Luffy is running up the stairs, we just got Rhizo shedding a couple of tears. And I do like this moment, especially with him, mentioning Rhizo and stuff. And I think it's a lot more impactful when, you get later on into the chapter. But, yeah. I think we can continue on from there. So, on the next page, we go back down with Marco and Zoro, and King and Queen are attacking Marco, but they somehow get caught by him. And you know what? I'll mention the thing about Queen. Like, and when we get towards the end of this page, but, yeah, they're both like, what the hell's up with your powers? Are you invincible? And with Marco holding down King and Queen. And we got Marco like, easy now, guys. And Marco just freaking, I guess, chucks Zoro up onto the roof. And yeah, that pretty much ends there. So name number 1 we gotta mention about Queen. What we see here, like, Queen has like, I don't know how you would describe it, like a coil neck out of his neck. So yeah, because honestly, I mean, we probably should have been expecting something like this, especially with the, I think that was last chapter. Yeah, last chapter when a Queen shot at Marco with the gun from his mouth. Yeah, yeah, we probably should have expected something like this, which kind of begs the question, is Queen a cyborg? I mean, I think that's pretty obvious at this point, but I mean, I feel like he's a lot more, kind of, cybernetic than we think he is. Like, kind of like in the same way that Frankie is. Like, at first look at appearance, you don't really think he's, a cyborg at all. But then you find out, a lot more stuff where he's a lot more cybernetic than you think. And how Queen probably at this point is like 80 to freaking, what was it, 80-20 probably at this point? Because hell, like even, I'm sure Queen, next time we see him, maybe in his human form, maybe he could do the, gun shot out of his mouth or extending his neck, even though he's fat and he doesn't have a neck. Weird, but yeah, that's one thing I gotta mention. And I guess the other thing is, why wasn't like King or Queen? Why weren't they using hockey? I mean, we obviously know they know hockey, but they just haven't used it. I mean, maybe it's like something with the Phoenix fruit where it can just regenerate, so fast. Even if you use hockey, it kind of doesn't matter. Even though hockey nullifies Devil Fruit's ability, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be something we're going to find out about the Phoenix fruit, because at this point it almost seems way too overpowered. And Zoro gets onto the roof. I mean, I kind of expected, this to happen where, Marco's like, okay, I have to deal with King or Queen, and I'll just throw you on the roof while I deal with them. And that's what basically happened. And, nothing to hate about it. So, on the next page, what we got here, we go back down with Shinobu, Momonosuke, and Yamato. And Momonosuke is like, D, and this is my father's journal? And Yamato's like, honestly, I never believed I would met the chance to meet you. And of course, this was meant for you. I just picked up outside of the river at the foot of the Odin Castle on that terrible day, which, begs the question, who put the, obviously, journal there? Yeah, I'll talk about this now. Who could have done this? Probably at this point, the only one I can really think of is probably Toki. I mean, either that or, I don't know, when the castle was being attacked at that point, maybe it just, fell down at the river. Like, and also begs the question, because I thought, like, the journal was hidden, but from the sounds of it, it's like, oh yeah, it was just quickly, thrown out. Not really hidden at all, so, yeah, it's kind of weird, but okay. Continuing on to the chapter, someone must have kept that journal safe from the burning castle, as I said. And we got Yamato continuing, like, it contains everything to know about Owen's grand life and world experience. And next we got Yamato, like, saying, like, weren't you born on Whitebeard's ship? And didn't you went on Roger's ship with Odin? And Yamato continues, like, they said in the future, over 20 years, that in the new world here, it'll be overrun by powerful pirates. And Yamato continues that, I believe Ace was the first of them and foremost among them, but when he died, I remembered something. So we go back to another Ace and Yamato flashback continuation. But, before we get into that, I do like to talk about, like, it almost sounds like Yamato's like, oh yeah, Odin might know something about the reset of 20 years. Because, at the time when Odin told Toki, like, yeah, if, if I die, send everyone else 20 years into the future. Okay, can you do that for me? Because at the time I was like, that is a weird number. Why 20 years? And this made me with this chapter. It made me sound like maybe this has to do something with the One Piece specifically, and maybe them being, we obviously knew that. I think we can all probably guess they were too early for the One Piece, and maybe they found something like no. It has to be 20 years from now. So maybe that's why specifically Odin wanted everyone sent 20 years in the future. Very, very specific. But, going back to the Ace and Yamato flashback, we got Ace being like, oh my god, shoot. That was a slip of the tongue, okay? I wasn't supposed to say that. You know what? You didn't hear about it. Just forget about it right now anyway. Just don't laugh at that. Me and Sabo won't allow it. And I'm pretty sure Ace thought Sabo was even dead at this point. So, back to it. That's the end. That at the end, that's my brother's little dream. And sure, when Luffy first said it, I laughed at it. That's okay. But nobody else can laugh at him. I believe in him. I really think he can make it happen. And that's why. So it ends there. No, wait. I'll wait until we're done with the Ace flashback to talk about this. But, we got Yamato being like, Ace. And Ace is like, hey, what's the big idea, Yamato? And Yamato's like, I'm not going to laugh at him. And Yamato says this internally like, those were the words that the king of the pirates spoke. And the words that stunned Odin. And we got Yamato being like, well, in this journal of Kosuke Owen, there was a great man who said this thing. Of course, I wouldn't laugh at him or your little brother's dream. And it's just like, oh, really? A great man. I would have loved to hear that. And so he continues like, maybe one day me and Luffy would share some drinks with him. And Yamato's like, I bet you would have. And Ace is like, would have. And Yamato's like, oh yeah, well, he's dead already. And Ace is like, whoa, you're talking about a dead man? And we got Yamato being like, here you go, it's done. And pulls out a piece of paper and says, this is your Beaver Card. Which, it's very interesting that Yamato is the one to make his Beaver Card. I mean, Yamato, we probably didn't need to know who was the one who made Ace's Beaver Card, but yeah, so earlier Ace was, meanwhile, working on making, Ace's, Yamato was working on making Ace's Beaver Card, which, I still want an explanation how you do it, Like, how do you make someone's Beaver Card? Do you need, their blood, maybe a little piece of their hair, something, an explanation? Whatever. But, Ace is like, huh? That's just a piece of paper. And Yamato's like, yes, but this piece of paper will bring us together again. And if you tear it off and give it a piece to any of your friends that you don't want to lose track of, or people want to meet you again. And it's just like, interesting. Well, let's meet up again, Ace. And Ace is like, you betcha. And that ends the Ace flashback. So let's go into the big discussion of what is Luffy's secret dream. Because I know for a fact a lot of people are kind of really curious about what the hell is Luffy's secret dream. I know that a lot of people are coming with these super crazy theories about Luffy's, true dream and what it could be, and it's going to be some big, crazy revelation. And honestly, I don't really think it's as crazy as a lot of people are expecting it to be. Personally, I think what Luffy's dream is going to be is just literally like, I want to be the most free, or I want to be truly free, or some variation on that, okay? Because, like, obviously, from what I think the secret dream of Luffy's is, it's something that relates to, like, I think it obviously relates to the dream that we know. I want to be king of the pirates, and the one thing we do know about Luffy is why he wants to become king of the pirates. One of the things he has mentioned is, you know, then you're, the freest man, the king of the pirates. So it kind of stands to reason that would be, a pretty good reason for a dream. And sure, I know some people, are going to be like, no, it has to be something, so crazy, a big revelation. But personally, I just don't think it's going to be anything like that, though. But still, hell, even with the secret dream, it also makes me wonder, why hasn't Oda kept it? I'm sure Oda's going to reveal it, and it's going to be a big thing, but nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary. And hell, I'm sure Luffy hasn't even told his crew about this secret dream of his. And I don't know, maybe when they reach Laugh Tale, and Luffy's like, you know what, guys, you know what, guys, you know how I keep spouting about I want to be king of the pirates, but I have an even greater dream than that. My real and true dream is, then he does the reveal of it. It's probably going to be something like that. So I'm always definitely excited to find out whatever we find out it is. And people hoping it's a way bigger deal than I think it is. But yeah, so after that flashback, we got Yamato like, well, then one day Ace's Beaver Card just disappeared, and later from the news I learned that the truth about Ace. I learned that Ace was Roger's son, that his little brother actually had made a name for himself as a pirate, and Luffy was the man who brought you here. This is what Odin was talking about, the future. Then on the next page, we got this cool looking panel where we got on one side everyone who finally, reached the top of Onigashima, where we got Luffy, Kid, Killer, Zoro, and Law just sitting down, chilling in the corner. When I first read this chapter, in the chapter review, I was like, wait, how did I do that? He was all the way at the bottom. Now I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He was a room. He probably just did room. Yeah, so obviously. And then on the other side, Big Mom and Kaido staring them down. And we finished a little bit of what Yamato was saying last chapter. Over 20 years in the future, powerful pirates will be leading the next generation and will come swarming into the new world. If I'm dead by then they will be the ones to they will be the ones to strike down Kaido. Oh yeah, and it's really cool, and everyone's starting to Big Mom and Kaido and kids and there's another one. All of you stay back and just watch me fight. And we got Kaido being like, Straw Hat. And Big Mom like, ooh, look at all these fetching young pirates' heads, ripening for the taking. And let's see, on next page, we just got Luffy heading straight towards Big Mom and Kaido. Kaido's like, hey, Leland, can you guess what this boy said, huh? Right to my face? And Big Mom's like, oh yeah, he's a sassy one. He talked a big game too, and he destroyed my castle. You owe me apology, Straw Hat. And then this definitely had a big surprise. We just got Luffy walking past Big Mom and Kaido. He just walks past them, which... Wait a minute. Why does this remind me of something? I'll remember it sooner or later. But yeah, he walks past Big Mom and Kaido, and I can definitely tell you, I'm pretty sure when a lot of people first saw this, they lost their shit. Luffy's like, wait, what is he doing? And even Kaido in the chapter is like, hey boy, say it again. Tell me, what are you going to do right here where I can hear you? We see that where Luffy's heading is towards Kinemon right now. And Luffy's like, hey, Kinemon, are you alright? Sorry for me taking so long. And Luffy just looks past him to see all the rest of the red scabbards down and beaten. And we got Kinemon just coughing like... When I pass on, I have nothing left to show Lord Odin except my shame. And he continues like, will you put Wano on your back? And Luffy's like, of course I will, dummy. It's my friend's country. And we got freaking Kinemon just sobbing. And not Big Mom, Kaido in the background, like, well, this will have to do. I really gotta get, like, a Kanobu baseball bat for one of these chapter reviews, but we got him just swinging his club, like, hey, boy. For a second, about to swing it down, and we got Kinemon telling Luffy, like, I am in your debt. And Luffy's like, Traffy, something down below. And just with the room, just teleports all of them. And before I continue, man, I just gotta say this. Yeah, I know a couple of people that get pissed at this because, one, you know, Kinemon's still alive, and from how it looks from all the other of the rest of the scabbards, they look pretty much, you know, the same way, beaten, but not like dead. And I know some people are mad, like, dude, okay, a red scabbard's gotta die. A red scabbard's gonna die. And look, you know, this might obviously bother some people. This doesn't really bother me. I'm kind of perfectly fine if, you know, they're all alive. I'm perfectly fine with that. Some people might be, but whatever. But yeah, Law teleports all of them down. And Kaido strikes down the floor with Luffy dodging out of the way. And this is something I actually kind of completely missed, you know, in the live reaction, where there's this small little panel where we see just a bunch of rubble falling from the roof, falling into, you know, the battle floor, the ground floor, which is interesting. You know, I'll mention this at the end of the chapter, but hey, something might be destroyed. And then Luffy goes into his Gear 3. Gama, no. And Luffy thinks back about all the red scabbards. He thinks of the Raizo is safe moment on Zo, we got Momonosuke being like, I want to defeat Kaido. We got Hiroguro, and we got Kanemon being like, we crossed through the time to arrive here. 20 years in the future, Odin, beloved by all, was taken to the flower capital as a criminal, tried and execute. And Luffy just hits Kaido straight on in his new Gear 3rd attack. Let's see, Red Rock, which I don't know what that is. I presume that's some kind of bird. Yeah. Because Red Rock, which is presumably just a Gear 3rd version of Red Hawk. And when he hits Kaido, his head gets aflamed, and he just freaking knocks Kaido down. And freaking Big Mom, when she sees this, she's like, wait, what the hell are you doing, Kaido? How could you let someone name you like that? And Luffy, the last thing he does in this chapter is, I am Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm the man who will surpass you and become king of the pirates. End of the chapter. Cool kid from the future here again. And some of you might be wondering, why are you refilming this section of the video? And I really can't give you a good reason, but I just felt like I wanted to. But get back on topic. Now we're in the section of the video where I'll look back at moments that happened in this chapter, talk a little bit more about them, give my general thoughts about this chapter, and theories and prediction for next chapter. And I guess the first thing I probably should mention actually is next chapter is coming out. Oh shit, it's actually coming out this week. Which okay, this is something I gotta mention for those people who watch my Attack on Titan chapter reviews. And from the way it seems like, what's probably going to go happen is I release this chapter review, then wait for, the next One Piece chapter come out, work on that chapter review, and then after that, I'll probably most definitely start working on the Attack on Titan chapter review, which, God, we're so very much close to its end. So much close. But, let's not talk about any more of Attack on Titan now. We're going to talk about One Piece. And, I guess the first thing I gotta really talk about is, dude, the last page where Luffy just freaking red rocked Kaido into the ground. He fell to the ground. Big Mom was shocked. And Luffy's like, I will surpass you and become king of the pirates. That was a perfect way to end this chapter. I just loved it. I was excited about it. And, I think it's kind of pretty obvious that, well, personally, what I think, Kaido pretty much saw, like, okay, Luffy's going to dodge that attack, and he's going to hit me with another attack. He probably thought, Luffy, he had, 2 weeks? Yeah, it was a 2 week, I think it was 2 weeks between, the Fire Festival and when, Luffy punched Kaido. So, 2 weeks, and Kaido thought, look, Luffy wasn't going to get any stronger from then and now. What's he going to do? And so, he thought, okay, I can tank Luffy's another of the attacks and it'll do nothing. But boom, Luffy's attack actually did something because it has real woe and he has most definitely got stronger. And, I guess I'll talk about Red Rock, which I believe Rock is some type of bird. Presumably, I don't know which one. Sorry, I didn't look this off the top of my head. But yeah, Luffy's Red Rock is just a Gear 3rd version of Red Hawk. Which also, I guess I'll mention that it probably has real woe, or most definitely has real woe. And I feel like, I feel like whenever the anime gets to this, they're going to make it like, oh yeah, no. This was most definitely real woe. Most certainly, most definitely real woe. And they're going to make it a lot more clear. Because, like, I think at this point, in the manga, like, other than, you know, the Ryo's introduction and, you know, while they were in the prison, I don't think Ryo has been, you know, shown actually, you know, how it looks physically. So, whatever, it's still going to look pretty, really cool. And I guess the next thing I should probably talk about is, I did say this earlier in the chapter, how, you know, there's a small panel after Kaido hits the ground or the roof, and we do see on the ground floor that there's rubble coming down from the roof. I think this is just pretty much a hint that basically the roof will freaking collapse on itself, and, you know, the battle will go back down to the ground floor, which personally, personally, what I think this is alluding to is, you know, obviously going back to the ground floor, but I think this is basically saying that, okay, when we get back to the ground floor, and, you know, probably by then, you know, everyone will be done with their fights, like Jinbei will be done fighting Who's Who, Sasaki and Frankie, and everyone else who's going to fight someone. They're basically, if they can still fight, they're basically just going to jump in and, you know, join the fight against Kaido. That's what I personally think that's going to lead to, where, you know, by the end, literally everyone who can fight Kaido will fight Kaido. That's what I think that's pretty much it saying. So, yeah, that's my personal thoughts and opinions. And I guess I'll talk about this again, and this is just me reiterating, and I know I pretty much said the same thing earlier. I know some people are mad that, from the looks of it, none of the Red Scabbards are dead. And while I know I did say a couple of chapter reviews ago, I don't remember which one, that I made the theory, like, what if all the Red Scabbards were completely dead? That would be shocking, surprising, and, you know, I know some people might not be okay with it, but a lot of people are just expecting, you know, Act 3 to end with a surprising death, which, you know, I get the reason why they expect that, but, you know, either way, none of the Red Scabbards are dead. I am perfectly A-okay with that. Well, I'm just fine with it, okay? I'm fine with it, and also, especially because I do want to see, what was one of the Flying Six? Sasaki, you know, not even have some kind of confrontation with Denjiro, but, you know, them maybe just talking once after the battle's said and done. And, you know, I just want some kind of moment again with them, because, you know, obviously we find out that, you know, Sasaki thought, you know, everyone in the Beast Pirates, that Denjiro or Koshiro, or whatever you like to call him, was his best friend until then. So I still want to, you know, see that again. Just, God, I want to see that again. And wait a minute. Law just instantly teleports them. He doesn't even open up a room. But, well, to be fair, what Law probably did is, you know, he opened up a room even before this battle started, because he was like, okay, look, I'm facing up Kaido. I can't hold back a little bit. I need to use all the power that I have. So he probably had a room already open. So, you know, Law could just teleport them out pretty quickly. And, you know, even a couple chapters ago, where we got a Momo Kid, you know, collecting as much mail as he can. He's like, is this enough? You know, we're facing down Kaido. We need all the power that we can get. So, yeah, we can't definitely forget about that. So, yeah, what else? I mean, the moment where Luffy walked past, you know, Kaido and Big Mom was pretty shocking, and yeah, I just have a feeling some people are going to be reminded of a certain thing. Just a little feeling. Yeah. I mean, I was adequate, and I really did expect, everyone at this point to reach the top to start a fight against Kaido to be expected. And you know what? No. I need to actually. I'll just talk about this now. I'll talk about Big Mom because Big Mom, I don't know. Ever since in this arc, she's been the weird enigma that a lot of people really have. Like, well, I guess she might live. Maybe? Because a lot of people really don't know what is Big Mom really doing other than, setting up that there's a big, alliance between two Yonko. But Big Mom, she's a real mystery. And, like, the one thing I am sure that Big Mom is going to do later in Wano is betray Kaido. I feel like it's been hinted at so hard. If it didn't happen, it would actually be surprising. Or hell, if not betray, just more like, Big Mom's probably going to be like, yeah, Kaido, it looks like you're getting your ass kicked. I'm just going to leave you and just get your poneglyph for you, get your rope poneglyph, okay? Bye. God, I feel like that's what's probably going to happen. Let's see. Yeah, but I really can't think what else if Big Mom's going to be alive or, I feel like she has to contribute to the fight, maybe even a little bit at the beginning, or maybe not. I guess I could talk about the Ace stuff that we got in this chapter with, Yamato giving his Beaver Card. I still want to know how in the One Piece world they make Beaver Cards. If you need blood or a piece of hair or just something, please explain this. How do you make a Beaver Card? But yeah, Yamato making Ace's Beaver Card. I think I said this earlier, but honestly, this is something that we kind of really didn't need to know who did that. But cool either way, and it brings back to Yamato. And we got the whole deal with Ace's. I mean, not Ace's. Goddammit. Freaking Luffy's secret dream, which is the big mystery that everyone wants to know. I said this earlier, and people are going to. I'm just going to say what I believe. People are going to think it's crazy and something like game changing. But personally, I don't think it's not going to be that far off of Luffy's dream we know so far of him. I want to be king of the pirates, and personally, what I think is it relates to him wanting to, for one of the reasons, other than Shanks and stuff, him wanting to be the most free man. So we find out that when he's truly free, he wants to. He'll say something to his crew, which probably even his crew don't even know. Only maybe Ace and Yamato know, and he says, "I want to be truly free. I want to be the most free." Some kind of variation on that. That's what I personally think's going to happen. And, people might have way crazier shit and something revolutionary. But I'm sure, when Oda eventually reveals to it, it's going to be, like, treated as a big reveal. But it's not going to be, like something like, oh, yeah, I couldn't have guessed that. Or it's not honestly too crazy. But to be fair, if it is something super crazy, dude, that is most definitely good. Hey, if it's something super crazy and unexpected, I'm perfectly fine with that. I just don't think it's going to be something, crazy as people think. But let's see what else I could talk about. Okay, definitely the matchups between Marco and King and Queen. I don't think Marco can take out both King and Queen, and I know so far they seem unable to damage Marco in hell. Like even in this chapter, they can't get out of Marco's grasp. So personally, what I think is going to happen is Marco is probably going to get a one-on-one fight against King, and probably defeated, probably. But then we got Queen, who I don't know. Maybe I should talk about Queen's mechanical body in a little bit. But what I think's going to happen, Queen is actually going to fight someone that, here's just a crazy, crazy ass idea that a lot of people are not going to agree with me. And it's the fact that Queen is going to fight. Sorry for the quick drink, but yeah, Queen is going to fight Chopper, and next strike, and anyone else who's really strong that will fight alongside him. And I know a lot of people's first thought is, usually I've heard some people be like, well, it's obviously against Sanji, right? Sanji's going to fight one of the calamities, and usually because usually Oda does this kind of stuff, like Zoro fights the second strongest, Sanji fights the third strongest, and here's the thing that a lot of people gotta understand is, well, one, people just don't think Chopper is that strong, and two, that they expect this kind of things to happen, but especially with Wano, with the fights, the matchups haven't been, I would say, as straightforward. And hell, from the looks of it, freaking Zoro's real fight is probably, for the rest of this arc, is against Kaido. No devolve to anyone else. So, that really throws that out of the way. But, with the thing with Chopper and X-Drake, I think, they're currently on the ground floor, and freaking Queen is pissed at, Chopper, right? He's pissed at Chopper, like, damn that reindeer. God damn, I forgot he was a reindeer for a minute. But, damn that reindeer. He stopped my whole, was it Frost Demon or Frostone, Ice Oni, whatever variation you like to call it. Like, damn him. Chopper to fight, Queen kind of makes sense. And, a lot of people, I'm just going to say this, a lot of people just don't like, Chopper is their least favorite Straw Hat. And look, personally, how I look at it is, I like Chopper, okay? I probably like Chopper than a lot of people. And I know what the reason is, and usually people would say Chopper's the weakest Straw Hat, obviously, and it's not like he's got Monster Point or anything. Yeah, right. And also, to be fair, I'm just going to say this about Chopper being the weakest Straw Hat. Even Oda has said, well, Usopp will always be the weakest, and sure, I can kind of disagree with that, but still, I really do like Chopper, and, plus Chopper's not going to do this solo. He's going to get some help, and it's going to be a really cool fight, and actually, I do think it's going to end kind of in a way where, the battle gets heated, and then suddenly Queen gets, just suddenly bitten by one of the Ice Oni, and it'll be, a really funny moment where it's, him, damn it, I can't bit one of these things. Man, I'll just use one of the antidotes that I have, and he's like, oh shit, I gave it to Apu. God damn it, Apu! Which, I guess the better question is, what happened to Apu? Because I think the last we saw with him is, getting his ass stomped down by X-Drake, and I'm just going to tell you straight up what's going to happen to Apu. I feel like Apu is just going to be when the chance he's able to see, he's like, okay guys, I'm getting the fuck out of here, okay? I'm leaving this battle. I'm running away. It's done, okay? But, yeah, that's probably what's happening to Apu. And I guess I'll talk about Queen's weird body, because Queen's weird body, I mean, I said it before, it's probably, it's mostly mechanical, Queen's, I think, a full-on cyborg. I mean, he has a slinky neck and freaking gun out of his mouth, and obviously, has this stuff in his human form that's probably also the same, even with actually still thinking about like Queen in his human form with the extending neck, which I know how it would work, but he doesn't have a neck. He's too fat. Like, whatever. But yeah, Queen's weird mechanical body, dude. I'm just excited to see whatever wacky shit Oda does with it. Always excited about that. Let's see. And yeah, that's really it for the chapter. Looking back at certain things. I guess I'll talk about my general thoughts. And look, guys, I'm just going to admit this, because I know a lot of people will tell you, like, well, yeah, I guess a lot of people kind of agree with the fact that compared to the last couple chapters, there are way crazier shit and bigger reveals that has happened. But what I personally think this chapter is, Oda, what he wanted to do for chapter 1000 was, okay, I want everyone who I wanted to reach onto the rooftop to be at the top. I wanted to have, the connection between chapter 999 and chapter 1000. So it continues with the Ace flashback, right? Like the same thing I said with the title. And he wanted Luffy to, bam, punch down Kaido. And the last thing to say, I'll become king of the pirates. And that's the end of it. I think what Oda did with what he wanted to do, he did it as great as possible. Even if nothing like crazy big reveals has happened, I still think this is a really fun, exciting chapter. And honestly, I don't think I'd rather have this chapter 1000, any different anyway. I still love it. I still freaking love it. God, this is such a cool freaking chapter. And plus, it's chapter 1000. Not a lot of series get to it. And, honestly, I mean, some series might not make chapter 1000 as big of a deal, but usually One Piece likes to make kind of big deals about its milestone. And I did say that, at least for the One Piece, we're probably not going to get, this is probably the last big milestone. The only one that we might get is like 1020, or 1200 is probably going to be our last milestone. So, yeah, definitely for that. I feel like, I guess I said all I want to say about this chapter. Theories and predictions next. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to continue with the fight. And also, the big surprise is Act 3 is not over. Because I was totally expecting Act 3 to be over by this point. I'm like, oh shit, if this isn't the end of Act 3, what is? Cause, okay, dude, whatever happens with Act 3. And plus, next time we get to the next in-between chapters, dude, I swear to God, everyone's going to lose their shit on whatever the fuck we find out. Okay? Whatever the hell we find out, like Sabo's alive and he's on Wano or some shit. We obviously know that. Let's see. What else can I talk about in the future? I mean, okay, we have to talk about Yamato and joining up with a fight. And I feel like people kind of expect for Yamato to join the fight. But right now, I feel like Yamato is like currently in a position where it's like, okay, I need to defend Momonosuke no matter what. So unless if someone goes towards him, that's probably it'll be. But it would be cool to, Yamato to eventually just join the battle against Kaido. That would be pretty cool. What else? To talk about the matchups between King and Queen and King and nothing like. The only problem is, other than King or Queen, there's no real matchups I could talk about that might happen that I haven't said in previous chapters. And none of the other Straw Hats appeared in this chapter, which is kind of disappointing, but, still, I like it. Actually, you know what, this is going to be a guess. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like next chapter we're not going to focus on the rooftop. Watch me get this completely wrong when we come to our next chapter. There's nothing but the rooftop. But yeah, we'll get into some of the fights, down below it. How are they going? And the whole thing with possibly Otama, possibly taming Kaido. Yeah. Utama taming Kaido. God, even though I said this before, even though I don't think that's going to happen, I would actually think that's the fun. I actually kind of want to see it happen because it would honestly be pretty fucking funny. It would be really, really funny. Yeah. Yeah. But, and I guess that's it. And now I'll be talking about credits and, links and, all that kind of stuff. So, which one should I be talking about first? Oh yeah, I'll be most definitely talking about that. So, I'll be talking about the, One Piece Global Popularity Poll. Or, well, it's kind of like a contest, but whatever, who really cares? The, One Piece Global Popularity Poll, which, interestingly, it's the first global popularity poll, and sure, we have gotten multiple of them in Japan, but this is the first one that includes everyone. Like if you live in the U.S., you can vote. If you live in the U.K., you can vote. If you live in South America, you can vote. All of Europe, all of Asia, anywhere you can vote. Almost anywhere. So yeah, that's really cool. It's a global popularity poll, which is really cool that everyone's finally being included. And plus, if you go in the description below, there should be a link to the website. You can actually vote once a day, every day until let me scroll down. So I got the website right here. Yeah, February 28th, which is actually a lot longer than I thought we would have gotten. But yeah, vote once a day, every day until February 28th. Man, that's really cool. But I guess to get back on it, like I guess because trying to think of who might be winning and losing, and everyone's standing because Japan. They have previous popularity polls, and sure, you can guess what Japan might vote for. But the thing is, we don't know what the rest of the world might vote for. This includes everyone. You don't know, let's say, I don't know, South America. They love Sanji. They're in love with Sanji. And, I don't know, the UK, they could be really into Don Krieg? Yeah, that's a character we haven't even seen a song. They could be really into Don Krieg, or France into what's a character? Oven, or a majority of Asia could be really, really, really into Rob Lucci. I'm just bringing up random characters, but what I'm saying is, every single, area has their own preference of, favorite characters, and, since nowhere else is really at popularity polls, it's a really hard thing to guess who might land where. So that is very interesting, and I'm really interested to see globally what's everyone's choice. So actually, I wonder if by the end of this they're going to do maybe not the whole popularity poll, but give I don't know, the top 50 for every region, which that would be really cool actually. But yeah, well actually right now if you go on the website, the other thing you can do is they got a little thing where you can click on to see what's currently the top voted characters that day for like each section of the world. So that's really cool to see, but it's only just like the top 30 characters. But I guess to guess what characters might win, not win or get higher than that, because that's probably the best I can do with my best guess, and it's not really in depth. Which I'll just say this, even though I won't say which characters I voted for, but I have voted for. I'll just tell you two. I voted for Frankie, which I voted for way more characters, but yeah, Frankie because he's my favorite Straw Hat, of course. Oh wait, shit, no, this isn't. This is the Brook one. I really need a Frankie wall scroll, but yeah, I voted for Frankie. Another character I voted for, which is a character I like to call, the very popular, won't see much, we haven't seen a lot type of character underdog who I at least want to get to the top 100, and it's Shushu. Even though if you wait, you probably don't know who Shushu is again for some of you. So Shushu, if you don't remember, is the dog in Orangetown. Yeah, that one, which I don't think we saw Shushu until, like, I think the last time, no, not until, the last time we saw Shushu was, oh yeah, you remember during the time skip, when the cover page was, like, right after the time skip where, we looked at to see, everyone in the East and some of the New World to see what they were doing after the 2 years. So, yeah, that was kind of cool to look at. Yeah, but, yeah, I just want to get Shushu in the top 100, please. Maybe one day, but very, very, very unlikely. So, let's see here. What are my other, character votes that, not the character votes, but what other characters might get somewhere? So, okay, for the Straw Hats, I most definitely think they're getting, like, at least in the top 30. Even the least, like Straw Hat, no one really hates the Straw Hats, so I think, they probably rank, somewhere that's, maybe except for Chopper. I know used to Chopper was pretty hated, but I think at this point I think at this point everyone just generally likes Chopper. Even if they don't hate him, they just, like him. So, yeah, I don't see any Straw Hat, ranking lower than, less than the top 30. Watch my words, and Chopper gets, like, I don't know, like in 52nd place. Well, whatever. But yeah, I really think no Straw Hat's getting lower than the top 30. So, let's see. Who's next? I could definitely talk about. Katakuri, I guess I'll mention it because in the last popularity poll, I think that was during Whole Cake Island, but that wasn't when, the fight between Luffy and everything afterwards with that kind of stuff. So, while people liked him during then, and, this popularity poll was from Japan, so remember that. But people didn't really start liking Katakuri until the fight between Katakuri and Luffy. That's when everyone just loved that character, which I'm not gonna lie, I do too. So I think Katakuri, we could probably say he's ranked top 20, right? Yeah, I guess so. What else? Well, I gotta talk about him anyway in the popularity poll. Gotta talk about Odin! Which, God, Odin. I'm just going to say this. Odin is most definitely ranking in the top 10. There is literally no way Odin's not going to rank in the top 10. Okay, guys? Okay, I'm just like 100% sure that's where Odin's going to land. And I think a lot of people agree with me that the Odin flashback's probably their favorite flashback in all of One Piece. Amazing. Right, guys? Oh, God, yeah, everyone loves the Odin flashback. A lot of people fell in love with him, and, dude, he's just land top 10 no matter what. I am sure of it. And also, let's see, what else? I guess I could talk about, that includes Yamato at this point, which Yamato, since a lot of people expect Yamato to be a Straw Hat, I guess Yamato's probably not going to rank any lower than the least liked Straw Hats, so that's my guess. Okay, I know we can go on about this, like, Law's like top 5, or Luffy's top 1, which he probably is going to, and I'll just have to deal with that. But still, I'm just interested to see whatever the results are. Whatever they are, I am most definitely interested in the whole world. What are the most popular One Piece characters in the whole world? And also, I guess last message I should say about this is, please vote for Shushu to help get him top 100. I don't know. Hashtag vote Shushu. Oh my god. Man, you know what would be crazy, guys? If this got trending on Twitter. Whatever. Yeah, that would be freaking crazy. But I doubt that. And plus, with this popularity poll, I don't think we're going to get another global popularity poll until, like, maybe we're in, like, the final year of One Piece. I could most definitely see that, but it's probably one of the only times we're going to get this. So, vote for it now. Once every day. Don't forget. So, let's see. How long have I been talking about this? Longer than I needed to. But, next thing I do need to talk about is, recently I did a collab video. Well, kind of. So, I was on, the Runaway Warlords, on their stream recently, and basically what I was doing on that stream is me and the Runaway Warlords, we were talking about 3 specific things. So we basically talked about, there were minor other things we talked about, but the 3 main things we talked about in the stream was the One Piece global popularity poll. Let's see, the next thing we talked about was Luffy's secret dream. Yeah, Luffy's secret dream. And we talked about, what was the last thing? Oh yeah, the matchup between Marco and King and Queen, and what's that going to lead to. And that's the main things we talked about. There's obviously little other tangents and stuff we talked about during the stream, but that's what we mostly talked about. And even though I gave my personal opinions on it, it's definitely interesting. I definitely recommend checking out the stream. It's a lovely stream. It's good, and you get a couple of clashing ideas, but I think it works. It's not as chaotic as a goddamn King of Lightning stream. You know what I'm talking about. But I did love the stream in both of the Runaway Warlords. I actually like them, which they were great to work with. And I guess I like to say before moving to the next thing, Samurai Drew. I'm not going to lie. Your ideas and theories are kind of crazy. And that's how I like them. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, I gotta glue that top on my Ichigo's Bankai Zangetsu, or his original Bankai. And I really love that sword. One day I'll get at least all of Ichigo's Bankai, so that's definitely a goal. Let's see, what else should I talk about? Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, blah blah blah, all my links, all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, I guess I should say, you know, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you, you should like, comment, subscribe. Look, I'm just going to be real with you. If you like the video, just like it. If you comment, which something I usually say, but I do genuinely like this whenever someone goes in the comment section below and comment, because I do like interacting with the comment section and talking about people with this. I like the doing, damn it phone, where was I? Yeah, I like doing that kind of stuff, so I just highly recommend it, but you don't have to. But I would highly recommend it. And if you like this, and I don't know, maybe if you look at some of my other videos and you're like, yeah, I like some of his other content, subscribe. And I don't know, if you really want to watch my videos when they first come out, hit the bell for notifications. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's with all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I really don't see what else I can talk about. I mean, well, I guess I can talk about this. I was actually going to put this with you know, everything else that I got here. Unfortunately, I couldn't find space to put it without it, enabling me. So yeah, I just wanted to show this you know, cool little graffiti Sonic plush, which I actually really like, and kind of sad this is my first Sonic plush, which, God, I need to get the the emoji shadow version of this. It looks so fucking cool. God, I can't find any of those online, but I really need to get one of those. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. So you know, one thing I personally like to say at the end of the video is, I know I did this at the beginning, but thank you, Oda. Thank you for creating Chapter 1000, and everything you've done worked so far. And dude, Oda, I love your work. I mean, not love your work, but I like One Piece a lot. And just personally, thank you for you know, everything you've done for One Piece. And you know, I'm just excited for when it ends, as you are. And you know, definitely can't wait to see the final years of One Piece that's head towards us. So thank you very much. Well, I guess I should end this video. Yeah, I don't know what the hell else to do other than, like, I don't know, I'll just walk off. And personally, I can't wait until next chapter, which when I'm recording this, that's probably like coming pretty soon for me. God, I should have recorded this earlier, but yeah, can't wait to see when the battle against Kaido finally continues and has its climactic continue, or whatever the hell happens in Onigiri. But seriously, when is Act 3 going to end? Like, should I just end this here, or should I say something weird? Oops, sorry. Weird, wacky. You know, I really should add something, you know, just above the Jaws poster, or Jaws win poster thing. Yeah, I should definitely do that someday.